Hi guys, I'm sitting at home in my kitchen and I'm going to try to do this fairly quickly because right now Sandy is watching the end of the movie WALL-E, and I'm pretty darn sure that if that movie ends before I finish, then he will be in here for sure, probably telling me something. So today's lesson is about adding, subtracting, and multiplying polynomials. Today is the 14th. I mean, not really for me, but for you it is. So, 7 examples again today, but they're going to go pretty fast. Hopefully this is just a review for you and not the first time you've ever seen this, but if it is, then just take it slow and be okay with not getting it perfect immediately. Learning takes time. Alright, go ahead and copy down the problem that I have here. It is, oh, it's been blurry this whole time, so sorry guys. There we go. Okay, so it is 2y to the 4th minus 3y squared plus y. That's the first polynomial. A polynomial is just a expression that has multiple variables of multiple exponents in it. So there's 3 of them here, a polynomial. Usually if there's 2, it's a binomial or a quadratic. If there's 3 and the highest one is a x squared or a y squared. So I'm taking this polynomial and adding it to that polynomial. So you just find like terms. This one's a y to the 4th. This one right here is a y squared. And that one is just a y. Spark right now is sitting outside the window staring at me because she wants to come in. Let's see if I can get away with not letting her in for just a little bit here before she starts scratching on the window. So 2 plus 4 is 6, y to the 4th. Negative 3 and 7 is 4y squared. And then this is like a 1y plus 6y is 7y. Alright, example number 2. And I can see the movie from the other room. I'm not going to make it. Alright, this one is 8 m to the 4th p to the 5th minus 9 m to the 3rd p to the 5th plus 11 m to the 4th p to the 5th plus 15 m to the 3rd p to the 5th. Alright, go ahead and copy it down and then pause this video and try this problem out. See if you get it right. Alright, 8 plus 11. I'm assuming that you did it already. So, this is just the same deal as above. See how this one is m to the 4th, p to the 5th. That one's m to the 4th, p to the 5th, which means we're going to put these together. These ones are specifically m to the 3rd, p to the 5th, which means they are also separate and different. And it's not always, by the way, that the first ones go with the first ones and the second ones go with the second ones. It really depends on the variable. So we're adding them all together. That's 19 m to the 4th, p to the 5th. And negative 9 and 15 is 6 m to the 3rd, p to the 5th. Example 3. Alright, negative 3 m to the 3rd minus 8m squared plus 4, parentheses, minus, another parentheses, m to the 3rd plus 7m squared minus 3, and parentheses. Like that. So this time, instead of adding polynomials, we're subtracting polynomials, which really just means that we're subtracting each part of this. I think the easiest way to do this is to act like this is like a negative 1 right here and distribute it to every single one thing in here. So I'm just going to write it again. This is negative 3 m to the 3rd minus 8m squared plus 4, and then plus a negative m to the 3rd, a negative 7m squared, and a positive 3. And then I'm just going to add them all together. So it's like adding the opposite. If you want to just think of negative 3 minus m, minus 1, negative 8, minus 7, you can do that way in your head, but I like writing it out. So this is Negative 3 and negative 1 makes negative 4m to the third. Negative 8 and negative 7 make negative 15m squared. Remember, anytime I'm going too fast for you, you can always pause this. 4 and 3 makes 7. All right, example 4. Now this one you're going to do on your own. And it's a hard one. So let me give you a little advice before you pause. So if I were you, I would think about this instead of a minus a 5, all this stuff, I'd think of it as plus a negative 5. So you're going to distribute that 4 to every single thing here, and then you're going to distribute that negative 5 to every single thing there, and then combine like terms. So pause the video. Alright, I'm assuming that you paused. 4x squared, this one is negative 12x, this one is positive 28. And then here we've got negative 10x squared, positive 40x, and positive 20. Oh, kitty's scratching at the window. Alright, so 4x squared minus 10x squared is negative 6x squared. Negative 12 and positive 40 is positive 28x, and then positive 28 and positive 20 is 48. Okay, hopefully you got that one right. We're over halfway there. Sang you a song last time. It was actually pretty funny. In my classroom, the kids who were in front of me laughed when I sang that, and then I accused some of them of not watching the right video. Turns out they were laughing at me. That was fun. All right, and embarrassing. This one is parentheses 6m plus 1 parentheses, and another parentheses 4m minus 3. So now we're multiplying. These are actually binomials, but binomials are still polynomials because polynomials just means more than one. So there's two ways to multiply binomials. You can't just multiply the first two terms and the second two terms. It's not like adding and subtracting. It's very different. You can do it two different ways. One way is by using this acronym called FOIL. That means first, outer, inner, last. So you're multiplying basically every part of the first one by every part of the second one. All right, so first is 6m and 4m, and that makes 24m squared. And then outer is 6m and negative 3, that's negative 18m. Inner is, let's see, 1 and 4m. And last is 1 and negative 3. Okay. So if you do it that way, I guess it's supposed to make like a monkey face where like this is the nose and that's a smile, ears, eyes, I don't know. And then you combine like terms, so you combine the m, so that's 24m squared minus 14m minus 3. Okay? So basically the first was 24m squared, the outer was negative 18m, the inner was 4m, and the last was minus 3. Now, I actually prefer doing it a different way. I prefer taking kind of the Punnett square approach, which I think you probably learned in science in like a biology class or something. So you put one of them across the top and one of them across the side, and it doesn't matter which one's which. And then you just combine the things that are horizontal to it and vertical to it, multiply those, put them in the same square. So 6m and 4m is 24m squared. 4m and 1 is 4m. 6, that's negative 18m. And this one is negative 3. And you should see that like these things from first, outer, inner, last are the exact same things inside this box. It's just a different way to look at it. You do not have to do both ways on every problem. Do the way that works for you, that you like the best. So if I was going to finish the problem, I'd combine these two terms, making that negative 14m in the middle for the exact same answer we got last time. Okay, he's on closing credits. I might make it. Kitty has stopped scratching at the window. Oh man, you guys are going to be so mad if I don't get interrupted.